First of all, I don't have any Bo Nix stock, but if I did, I'd sell it right to you right now.
Is this also as simple as they were desperate?
He better strike gold with Bo Nix.
And about throw 16, I just said to George, this is the guy.
Sean Payton was right on effing everything.
Bo Nix was supposed to be a project, a 24-year-old rookie who'd bounced from Auburn to Oregon, a quarterback with accuracy issues and a ceiling everyone agreed was backup level at best.
Nix looking, throws the ball to the end zone, it's intercepted! Oh my!
The 12th pick in the 2024 draft that many analysts thought Denver reached on.
There were two picks in I think the entire draft that I gave an F. One, Michael Penix, we just went over that. The second was Bo Nix, 12th overall to the Broncos.
Nobody else had a first-round grade on him. I view him as a backup.
But right now, Bo Nix is 13-3. He just beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day. He's thrown for over 3,700 yards and 23 touchdowns in his second season, and the Denver Broncos are legitimate Super Bowl contenders.
I am embarrassed. I am humiliated. I'm sick at my stomach. Not only was I wrong as I've ever been, silly me actually thought my Cowboys could win a shootout at Denver today.
The Denver Broncos are 13-3 heading into the playoffs. They've won 11 straight games at one point in the season. And at the center of it all stands a quarterback that the entire NFL told them would never figure it out.
I have never in my life seen a more obvious bust pick than Bo Nix.
I hate this pick. To me, Bo Nix was a third-round guy.
Oregon quarterback Bo Nix, a guaranteed bust.
A guy who got buried under criticism, called old, labeled a system quarterback who couldn't translate to the pros. But here's the thing they were most afraid of. It's happening right in front of their eyes. Bo Nix is not just surviving, he's dominating. And based on what we've seen across 2 seasons, the NFL has a Bo Nix problem, and it's only getting worse. Bo Nix didn't come out of nowhere. He was a 4-star recruit out of Pinson Valley High School in Alabama, the number 2 dual-threat quarterback in the class of 2019, right behind Jaden Daniels. He had offers from every major program in the country, but Bo chose Auburn, his father's alma mater, the place where his dad had played quarterback in the mid-90s.
Florida's got the big rush on Nix. He floats one in the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown Auburn! Sanders caught it! Touchdown Auburn!
The expectations were massive. Auburn hadn't had a consistent quarterback in years, and Bo was supposed to be the savior. As a true freshman in 2019, Bo started every single game. He threw for 2,542 yards and 16 touchdowns. He also rushed for 313 yards and 7 scores on the ground. For a freshman, those were solid numbers, but Auburn went 9-4. They lost to Florida, LSU, Georgia, and Minnesota in the bowl game. And suddenly, the whispers started. Bo Nix couldn't win the big games. He made too many mistakes. He wasn't accurate enough. His sophomore year in 2020 was supposed to be the leap. Instead, it was a disaster. Auburn went 6-5. Bo's completion percentage dropped. His interceptions went up, and by the end of the season, Auburn fans were calling for him to be benched.
Bo Nix, with just a few minutes left in the third quarter, was benched for TJ Finley. And I'm shocked that it happened. I think it was needed. The response from the team and response from fans in attendance at Jordan-Hare Stadium, there needed to be a shift of energy, and they did that.
Then came 2021, Bo's junior year, and it was more of the same. Auburn started 6-2, but collapsed down the stretch. They finished 6-7. Bo threw for over 2,200 yards and 11 touchdowns, but the losses kept piling up. The criticism intensified. Bo Nix was a bust. He couldn't handle pressure. He'd never be an NFL quarterback. And after 3 years of frustration at Auburn, Bo made a decision. He was leaving.
Dragons more news around college football. Auburn quarterback Bo Nix has announced that he will enter the transfer portal. Nix has been the starting quarterback at Auburn for the last 3 seasons.
Bo Nix transferred to the University of Oregon for his senior season in 2022, and everything changed. New system, new coaches, new conference. Bo finally had a chance to prove himself outside of the SEC pressure cooker. At Oregon, Bo put up impressive numbers. He threw for 3,593 yards and 29 touchdowns with just 7 interceptions. His completion percentage jumped to 72%. Oregon went 10-3 and won the Holiday Bowl. Bo Nix was suddenly back on NFL radars, but the doubts remained. He was 23 years old. He had already played 4 seasons of college football, and scouts questioned if his Oregon success was real or just a product of the system.
I know one thing about college football, and it's that you better have a quarterback if you're going to win games. And when you got here, you went and got a quarterback. in Bo Nix. My question is, what's the one thing, a lot of people talk about Bo, right? Been around for a long time.
Yeah.
What's the one thing about Bo that fans or most people don't know or realize?
I don't know if they see how competitive this guy is. I'm talking about, like, if you came out and watched our practices, this guy gets upset when there's an incompletion. Like, the passion that Bo has to compete, and it doesn't matter if he's playing against our guys or the other team, like, he wants to go create success and have success.
Then came 2023, Bo's fifth and final college season, and he went absolutely nuclear. He threw for 4,508 yards and 45 touchdowns with just 3 interceptions. 45 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's insane efficiency. Bo was a finalist for the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. He finished 3rd in Heisman Trophy voting. Oregon went 12-2 and played in the Pac-12 championship game. Bo Nix had officially announced himself as an NFL prospect, but here's where it gets interesting. Despite putting up historic numbers at Oregon, plenty of NFL evaluators still didn't buy in. They called him a system quarterback. They said he was too old. They questioned his arm strength. They pointed to his Auburn tape as proof he couldn't handle adversity. Mock drafts had Bo going anywhere from the late first round to day 2. Some analysts said he'd be a career backup. Others thought he could be a bridge starter at best. Very few people were projecting Bo Nix as a franchise quarterback. The 2024 NFL draft rolled around and quarterbacks started flying off the board. Caleb Williams went 1st overall to Chicago. Jaden Daniels went 2nd to Washington. Drake May went 3rd to New England. J.J. McCarthy went 10th to Minnesota. Then came pick 12. The Denver Broncos were on the clock.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
There it is.
Quarterback, Oregon.
6 for 12.
They had just released Russell Wilson after a brutal quarterback situation. Wilson signed with Pittsburgh. Denver desperately needed a fresh start, and they selected Bo Nix. The reaction was immediate and brutal. Analysts trashed the pick. Many thought Denver reached.
They gave a quarterback close to $90 million to go away, and then in my opinion and others, they massively overdrafted.
The narrative was set. Bo Nix was destined to become another Broncos quarterback failure. Just another name on the long list of disappointments since Peyton Manning retired. But that's where the story gets interesting. The early returns were mixed. Through the first few weeks of the 2024 season, Bo was still finding his footing. His completion percentage sat in the low 60s, and critics were ready to pounce. The criticism was loud, but something fascinating happened. Bo Nix didn't crack. He didn't pout. He didn't make excuses. He went to work. See, what the critics didn't understand is that Bo had already survived worse at Auburn. He'd been booed by his own fans. He'd watched his team collapse down the stretch more than once. The early NFL adjustment, that was nothing compared to what he'd already been through. Bo Nix had been forged in fire, and now he was about to show everyone what that meant. As the season progressed, something clicked. Against the Raiders in Las Vegas on November 24th, Bo completed 25 of 42 passes for 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. Denver won 29-19. It was one of his best performances as a pro. Week after week, Bo kept improving. His completion percentage climbed. His yards per attempt increased. His touchdown to interception ratio got better. And most importantly, he started winning games in crunch time.
It's hard to manage a quarterback because you're in the eye of the storm on every play. You touch the ball 70 snaps. So when you have a quarterback that you're trusting who's making good decisions, well, then you want to give him more opportunities. So, and I see that with a lot of play callers as well. When they do trust them, let's be an empty. Let me give you 5 different options. Wow. Let me get you out there on the perimeter to make good throws. I'm going to have you manage end of game situations. That takes a great developmental coach, and I would say Sean Payton certainly is that. He's a phenomenal coach, and a quarterback that wants to embrace that opportunity to learn a skill set of how to manage a game. Not just, hey, coach, what's the play? Tell me what to do. Coach, tell me the play, but why are we calling that play? Why are we in this situation? Why don't we understand the why behind what we're doing? How do we beat man coverage? How do we beat zone coverage? Why are we calling this play in this situation? And then, okay, I understand why you're doing that. So if we don't get the look we want, I can manage the play as a quarterback and get to the next down while still making a positive play.
But the performances that really showed his growth came in clutch moments. Bo engineered multiple late scoring drives throughout the season. When his team needed him most, when the game was on the line, Bo Nix delivered. The numbers backed up what everyone was seeing on the field. Bo finished his rookie season with 3,775 passing yards and 29 touchdowns with 12 interceptions. He also rushed for 430 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. His 93.3 passer rating was impressive for a rookie. His completion percentage of 66.3% showed he could be accurate at the NFL level. And most importantly, he led Denver to a 10-7 record and their first playoff berth since 2015. This wasn't a struggling rookie anymore. This was a franchise quarterback in the making. But even as the wins piled up and the stats improved, critics kept finding angles to downplay his success. He benefited from Sean Payton's system. Any competent quarterback could succeed in Denver's offense. His Oregon tape was what we should have believed all along. The double standard was staggering. When other rookie quarterbacks succeeded immediately, they were prodigies. When Bo Nix did it, he was a product of the system. When other QBs made smart decisions, they were praised for their football IQ. When Bo did it, he was playing it safe. The reality is that Bo Nix represents something that makes scouts uncomfortable. He's proof that the traditional scouting model has flaws. He's proof that experience matters. He's proof that college transfers can succeed at the highest level. But here's what the numbers actually show. Bo Nix had one of the better rookie quarterback seasons in recent Broncos history. He threw for more touchdowns than most people projected. He won more games than anyone expected. And he did it all while facing constant criticism. And then came year 2, 2025, the year Bo Nix silenced every remaining doubter. Through 17 weeks of the 2025 season, Bo has thrown for over 3,200 yards and 23 touchdowns with just 9 interceptions. His decision-making is faster. His command of Sean Payton's offense looks complete, and the Broncos are 13-3. But the stats don't tell the full story. It's the way Bo's playing. It's the moments he's delivering in. In Week 15 against the Packers, Bo threw for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. 4 passing touchdowns in a single game. A career-best performance that led Denver to a 34-26 victory. The next week against the Jaguars, Bo threw for 352 yards. The Broncos lost, ending their 9-game winning streak, but Bo showed he could put up volume when needed. Then came Christmas Day, Week 17, Denver versus the Kansas City Chiefs. A chance to make a statement against the league's measuring stick, and Bo Nix delivered. He threw for 182 yards and a touchdown. He also rushed for a touchdown, and the Broncos beat the Chiefs, keeping themselves in position for a top AFC seed heading into the playoffs. Bo Nix is now 22-9 in games he started across 2 seasons, 22 wins in 31 games. That's a 71% win rate. The Broncos are having their best back-to-back quarterback stability since Peyton Manning retired. They're no longer viewed as a QB unstable franchise. And Bo Nix is a huge reason why. Multiple media outlets have described him as a stabilizing force for the offense. Teammates have rallied around him as their leader, and the early system quarterback criticism has faded as the wins have piled up. Through 2 seasons, Bo Nix has thrown for nearly 7,000 yards and 52 touchdowns. He's led Denver to 22 wins. He's beaten Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs on Christmas Day. And he's taken the Broncos from playoff hopefuls to a team people actually have to take seriously. The transformation from draft day criticism to franchise quarterback is genuinely remarkable. Bo went from being called a reach to leading his team to a 13-3 record in year 2. And he did it while facing more pre-draft skepticism than almost any other quarterback in his class. But here's the thing, Bo Nix isn't done proving people wrong. He's just getting started. The Broncos are building around him. They're adding weapons. They're protecting him with a solid offensive line. And Sean Payton finally has a quarterback who can execute his vision at an elite level. The Broncos making the playoffs as a rookie was impressive, but going 13-3 in year 2 with a top AFC seed on the line, that's franchise quarterback territory. Because right now, at 25 years old, in just his 2nd year as a pro, Bo Nix has outperformed almost every projection anyone had for him. He's won games nobody expected him to win. He's made throws scouts said he couldn't make. He's beaten the Chiefs on Christmas, and he did it all with a chip on his shoulder. The NFL has a Bo Nix problem, and it's only going to get worse. Every team that passed on him is watching a franchise quarterback develop in real time. Every scout who called him a system quarterback is being proven wrong. Every analyst who questioned his ability looks more foolish with each passing game. Bo Nix was supposed to be a project, a backup, a bridge quarterback at best. Instead, he's the future of the Denver Broncos. And if he keeps improving at this rate, he might just become one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league. So the debate is open. Is Bo Nix a system quarterback who got lucky, or is he a franchise quarterback who's been doubted his entire career and keeps proving everyone wrong? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the Football Explained for more breakdowns like this. We'll see you in the next one.